Bacău, German, Barchau, Hungarian. Bacău is the main city in Bacău County, Romania. At the 2011 census it had a population of 144,307, making it the 15th largest city in Romania. The city is situated in the historical region of Western Moldavia at the foothills of the Carpathian Mountains, and on the Bistrița River to the south of Bacău. The Ghimeș Pass links Bacău to the region of Transylvania. Etymology: the town's name, which features in Old Church Slavonic documents as Bacău, Bacăvra, Bacovia, comes most probably from a personal name. Men bearing the name Bacău or Bacău are documented in medieval Transylvania and in 15th century Bulgaria, but according to Victor Spine the name itself is of Turkic, most probably of Cumano-Pechenean origin. Nicolae Iager believes that the city's name is of Hungarian origin. Another theory suggests that the town's name has a Slavic origin, pointing to the Proto-Slavic word byk, meaning ox or bull. The region being very suitable for raising cattle, the term, rendered into Romanian alphabet as Bac, was probably the origin of Bacău. In German it is known as Barchau, in Hungarian as Bákó, and in Turkish as Bákó. History: similarly to most urban centers in Moldavia, Bacău emerged on a ford that allowed water passage. There is archaeological evidence of human settlement in the center of Bacău dating from the 6th and the 7th centuries. These settlements were placed over older settlements from the 4th and the 5th centuries. A number of vessels found here are ornamented with crosses, hinting that the inhabitants were Christians. Pechenegs and Cumans controlled the Bistrița Valley during the 10th, 11th and 12th centuries. Colonists played a significant role in the development of the town. Archaeological finds, some surface or semi-buried dwellings from the second half of the 15th century, suggest that Hungarians started to settle in the region after 1345 to 1347, when the territory was under the control of the Kingdom of Hungary. They mainly occupied the flat banks of the river Bistrița. Discoveries of a type of 14th-century grey ceramic that has also been found in northern Europe also suggests the presence of German colonists from the north. Originally the town focused around the Roman Catholic community that settled near a regular local market frequented by the population of the region. On the lower reaches of the river, the town was first mentioned in 1408 when Prince Alexander the Good of Moldavia listed the customs points in the principality in his privilege for Polish merchants. The customs house in the town is mentioned in Old Church Slavonic as Cranu Mito in the document, which may indicate that it was the last customs stop before Moldavia's border with Wallachia. An undated document reveals that the soldats in Bacău, that is the head of the town elected by its inhabitants, had the right to sentence felons to death, at least for robberies, which hints to an extended privilege, similar to the ones that royal towns in the Kingdom of Hungary enjoyed. Thus this right may have been granted to the community when the territory was under the control of the Kingdom of Hungary. The seal of Bacău was oval, which is exceptional in Moldavia, where the seals of other towns were round. Alexander the Good donated the wax collected as part of the tax payable by the town to the nearby Orthodox Bistrița monastery. It was most probably his first wife, named Margaret, who founded the Franciscan Church of the Holy Virgin in Bacău, but the main Catholic church in the town was dedicated to St. Nicholas. A letter written by John of Rye, the Catholic Bishop of Bacău, refers to Bacău as a civitas, which implies the existence of a Catholic bishopric in the town at the time. The letter also reveals that aside immigrants who had undergone persecutions in Bohemia, Moravia, or Hungary were settled in the town and granted privileges by Alexander the Good. The monastery of Bistrița was also granted the income from the customs house of Bacău in 1439. In 1435 Stephen II of Moldavia requested the town's judges not to hinder the merchants of Bacău, an important center of the Transylvanian Saxons in the movement for the 15th century Ungreni, that is Romanians from Transylvania, began to populate the area north of the marketplace where they would erect an Orthodox church after 1500. A small residence of the princes of Moldova was built in the town in the first half of the 15th century. It was rebuilt and extended under Stephen III the Great of Moldavia, who also erected an Orthodox church within it. But the rulers soon began to donate the neighboring villages that had thereto supplied their local household to monasteries and noblemen. Thus the local princely residence was abandoned after 1500. The town was invaded and destroyed more than one time in the 15th and 16th centuries. For example, in 1467 King Matthias I of Hungary, during his expedition against Stephen the Great, set fire to all towns, among them Bákó in his path. The customs records of Brasov shows that few merchants from Bacău crossed the Carpathian Mountains into Transylvania after 1500. And the merchandise had no particularly high value, which suggests that the town was declining in this period. The Catholic bishop of Varges, whose see in Wallachia had been destroyed by the Tatars, moved to Bacău in 1597. From the early 17th century, the bishops of Bacău were Polish priests who did not reside in the town, but in the Kingdom of Poland. They only traveled time to the sea in order to collect the tithes. According to Archbishop Marco Band in his report of the canonical visitation of 1646, the Soldas in Bacău was elected among Hungarians 1 year, and another among Romanians. The names of most of 12 inhabitants of the town recorded in 1655 also indicate that Hungarians still formed the majority group. In 1670 Archbishop Petrus Parsovich, the apostolic vicar of Moldavia, concluded an agreement with the head of the Franciscan province of Transylvania on the return of the Bacău monastery to them in order to ensure the spiritual welfare of the local Hungarian community. But the Polish bishop protested against the agreement, and the Holy See also refused to ratify it. Due to the frequent invasions by foreign armies and plundering by the Tatars in the 17th century, many of its Catholic inhabitants abandoned Bacău and took refuge in Transylvania. But in 1851 the Catholic congregation in the town still spoke, sang, and prayed in Hungarian. The first paper mill in Moldavia was established in the town in 1851. The town was declared a municipality in 1968. Demographics. As of 2011 census data, Bacău has a population of 144,307, a decrease from the figure recorded at the 2002 census. The ethnic makeup was as follows: Romanians, 97.93%, Roma, 0.92%, Hungarians, 0.09%, Jews, 0.03%, other, 0.34%. The Bacău metropolitan area, a project for the creation of an administrative unit to integrate Bacău with the nearby communes, would have a population of some 250,000. Transportation. The city is about 300 kilometers north of Bucharest. It is served by Bacău International Airport, which provides direct links with the Romanian city of Timișoara and with 10 cities in Europe, together with other links through Timișoara Airport. Bacău Air Traffic Control Center is one of Europe's busiest, as it handles transient flights between the Middle and Near East and South Asia to Europe and across the Atlantic. The Bacău railway station is one of the busiest in Romania. It has access to the Romanian Railway main trunk number 500. Thus the city is connected to the main Romanian cities. The railway station is an important transit stop for international trains from Ukraine, Russia, and Bulgaria. The city has access to the DN2 road that links it to the Romanian capital, Bucharest, and the cities of Suceava and Iași. The European Route T574 is an important access road to Transylvania and the city of Bacău. The city is also located at the intersection of several national roads of secondary importance. Culture. Bacău has a public university and several colleges. Two major Romanian poets, George Bacău and Vasil Alexandru, were born here. The Mihail Jura Athenaeum and a Philharmonic Orchestra are located here, as well as the Bacău Dramatic Theatre and a puppet theatre. Around Christmas every year, a festival of Moldavian winter traditions takes place, reuniting folk artists from all the surrounding regions. The exhibition Saloniul Moldovei and the International Painting Camp at Tescani, near Bacău, reunite important plastic artists from Romania and from abroad. The local history museum, part of the museum complex Iulian Antonescu, has an important collection of antique objects from ancient Dacia. The city also has an astronomical observatory, the Victor Ernestine Astronomical Observatory. International relations. Twin towns, sister cities. Bacău is twinned with Petah Tikva, Israel; Turin, Italy; Mandaue, Philippines. Sports. Athletics. SCM Bacău. CS Sty into Bacău. CSS Bacău. Badminton. CS Sty into Bacău. CSS Bacău. Basketball. CSS Bacău. Boxing. SCM Bacău. Bridge Club Bacău. Football. FCM Bacău. CS Aerostar Bacău. CSFC Pambac Bacău. FC Willy Bacău. AS Clipper VIO Bacău. Sărăciul Bacău. LPS Bacău. Gymnastics. SCM Bacău. CS Sty into Bacău. Team Handball. CS Sty into Municipal de Demon Bacău. CS Sty into Bacău. CSS Bacău. Judo. SCM Bacău. Judo Club Royal Bacău. Karate. SCM Bacău. CS Sty into Bacău. CS Ishan Karate de Bacău. Sărăciul Bacău. SFINX Club Karate de Bacău. Fights. SCM Bacău. Modelism. SCM Bacău. CS Aerostar Bacău. Swimming. SCM Bacău. LPS Bacău. Tennis. SCM Bacău. ASDC Bistrița Bacău. CSS Bacău. Natives. Aaron Aronson, agronomist, botanist and Zionist activist. Vasil Alexandru, poet. Angela Alupe, rower. George Apostu, sculptor. George Bacău, poet. Ovidiu Balan, conductor. Ili Boca, painter. Vlad Chiriches, footballer. Radu Kosesiu, writer and activist. Nicu Ania, painter. Mariana Zavati, gardener, poet. Narcisa Lecuzanu, handball player. Solomon Marcus, mathematician. Duaro Milinte, athlete. Olympic gold medalist. Mihaela Milinte, athlete. Costel Pantelimon, footballer. Lucretia Patrascanu, Marxist intellectual and politician. Gabriela Poturac, gymnast. Andrei Pricopi, cellist. Monica Razu, gymnast. Alexandru Safran, rabbi. Nikolai Vermont, painter. Gallery.